The remains of the 11 crew members from a downed World War II bomber have finally been recovered from the Pacific Ocean. Families of the crew members, who were on board the B-24 bomber named Heaven Can Wait, received closure on Saturday during a ceremony in Minnesota. The plane was shot down on March 11, 1944, by Japanese anti-aircraft fire while on a mission in Papua New Guinea and plunged into the sea. Earlier this year, the plane's wreckage was discovered by a team with Project, recovering 200 feet of water after more than 70 years. Emmer gathered with other families on Saturday at a high school to celebrate the recovery of their relatives' bodies and to thank the individuals behind the search efforts. To see these people face to face and thank them for what they are doing and what they've done, it's beyond words, Jim Emmer told FOX9. Share this article. Share. Emmer said that the celebration brought some closure to it. Company founder of Project Recover Mark Moline also told the station that this is fuel for me to keep the mission going. When I see the faces of the families, it sort of reassures me I'm doing a good thing and gives me energy to work on the next case. When Heaven Can Wait was found earlier this year at the bottom of a bay off the coast of Papua New Guinea, a wave of exhilaration, albeit one mixed with grief, washed over the families. The family of Tom Kelly was one of those families. Kelly grew up on a Northern California farm and once thought of becoming a cowboy before the Second World War got in the way. He enlisted in the U.S. Army Air Forces and was a 21-year-old second lieutenant when his plane was shot down. This discovery of where the wreck is, of seeing pictures and videos of the wreck on the floor of Hansa Bay, my goodness, it brings closure in a way we didn't expect, Scott Althos of Urbana, Illinois, Kelly's first cousin once removed, said at the time. On Memorial Day 2013, Althos had launched what would quickly become a family-wide project to learn everything relatives could about the young man who grew up thinking he'd be a cowboy but then, inspired by his military service, decided he wanted to be a pilot instead. He was the bombardier on Heaven Can Wait. Kelly was a very gregarious man. He kept up correspondence with I think 38 different people stateside while he was overseas. He was just everybody's friend, very well liked, said Althos. It would have been something to see what he would have done after coming back from the war if that had been his outcome. A year ago, Kelly's family turned over what they learned to Project Recover, a team of marine scientists, historians, archaeologists, divers and others who seek out military crash sites connected to cases involving those listed as missing in action. The organization announced the find in May and said its search was aided greatly by what the family provided, including eyewitness narratives, military reports, flight documents and even diary entries from crew members on planes flying in formation with Kelly's when it was hit. This also marked the first time that an MIA family had provided his group such support, said Eric Terrell, Project Recover's co-founder and leader of the search. The results from our efforts in Hansa Bay have stirred a mix of lasting emotions within our team and drives home the need to recognize the sacrifices that service members and their families make in protecting our freedoms, said Terrell, who works at San Diego's Scripps Institution of Oceanography, said at the time.